Good morning. My name is Eric, and we're at Adamson West. This is Conversations with Car Salesmen. We have two of our colleagues with us. I'm going to let them introduce themselves.
Yo, what's up? I'm DQ Nevett here at Adamson West, Program Sales Specialist. Come holler at us.
My name is Montaeus, new salesman.
You cut it up. Start us off, bro.
All right, I'm Azariah. We back. Today our topic is going to be what do you look for in a relationship? So we're going to kind of let the guys expound on that. What do you look for in a relationship?
This should be interesting.
Volume 5.
This should be very, very interesting because we got a young guy back here and we got some older guys, so we got a mixture of opinions of, what in particular are you looking for in a relationship? We're gonna, in these conversations, we're gonna talk a lot about relationships because relationships are probably, the relationship between men and women are probably the most important relationship in life. And so what is it that you desire from a mate? What is it that you look for in a mate, DQ?
As far as looking for someone in a mate, man, I look for a female that's doing something for herself. That's not just sitting back with her hands out looking for you to do for her. I look for somebody who do for themselves. That's gonna bring something to the plate that we can balance each other out.
I like that. What about you, bro?
Alright, so really I look for more mental stimulation when it comes to that, because nowadays sex has become so common. I want to be with somebody who like you. I feel like I want to spend more time with you. I want to go out. I want to do things with you. And kind of piggybacking off what he said also, I don't want nobody who doesn't have anything going for themselves. I want somebody who's out driven in their work, who has a future, has a plan, so that can also motivate me so we can both excel and get to where we want to be in life.
Man. The most important thing I look for in a relationship is a woman who knows she's a queen. All women are queens, but some haven't really exemplified that behavior. And so when a woman knows that she's a queen, she has a certain aura about herself. I'm a one-woman guy, so what I'm looking for in a relationship. I want a woman that just wants one man, wants to fall completely in love and develop that relationship through time and become one. I'm looking for somebody that to complete me. I'm looking for somebody that I can, support, just encourage me, to motivate me. I think motivation in a relationship, a woman that's going to make me want to get up every day and give it my all, because at the end of the day, I come home to something, more powerful than anything. Growing up real poor, and it's just I put so much value on material possessions, and just going to prison, and what you miss most is women. There's no women in prison, so I learned the value of a woman by going without. So there's nothing, as a man, I'm speaking for myself, there's nothing more important than a woman. Women are like God's gift to us. So, you can't be God's gift to me if you checking other guys out, if you're unfaithful, if you're not loyal, I just want that relationship where, I'm a hopeless romantic. I ain't afraid to say it. I'm a hopeless romantic. I want to spend the next 70 years of my life with somebody. I want to grow old. Y'all ever pay attention to the old couple? When I go places and I see those old couples, I always ask them, how long have y'all been together? And I try to guess, and one day I was at IHOP and I saw an old white couple, and I was like, how long have you guys been together? And they started laughing, and they was 60, it was 60 plus years. And that's what you want in a relationship. If you've been with somebody 60 years, nothing else matters. You guys done been together 6 decades. So you done got past so many phases of your life with this other person. So that trust is there. That chemistry is obviously there. The love unconditionally. You know, when we're 35, looks matter. Just being honest, you know, attraction is very important. But as you get older and you grow with that person, they still, I mean, it's like the attraction grows. You know, it evolves. And so that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that old school, that old fashioned relationship where, you know, I want to hold hands. I want to, you know, I want to make love. I don't want to have sex. I want a wife. I want a queen. I want that person to have that same type of energy. You know, longevity, Patricia, you're right. Longevity is the key. So, you know, when I look for a relationship, I try to, you know, pick women is based off, you know, a couple principles. How well they are, like how well of a person they are, how great of a mother they are, and just like how do they interact with other people. And so, you know, I don't know. I can talk a lot about that because I think women are so important. No, we want to hear from you too. We got to. He don't like to talk, but he's so smart, man.
He's so smart. That I don't like to talk. Okay, this is what I look for in a relationship. What I look for in a relationship, I look for me in that person. Right. Meaning that I look, what is the vibrational match between me and her? Because obviously, if I've attracted her, there has to be a number of similarities, almost a positive match. So I try to look and try to find me in that person. And I'm hoping that she tries to find herself in me, because this is the only way that we really can go forward and make it. Now, the thing is, you know, I look for, I mean, everybody, everything that they said, everybody wants. They want trust, they want honesty, they want people to be open-minded, longevity, and of course love, because I think love encompasses all of those. But I mean, my main thing is relationship. If you say we're in a relationship, then we're in a relationship. Let's just define what is a relationship. When we say what do we look for in a relationship, what kind of relationship are we having with, you know, with this particular significant other at the time?
It's only one type of relationship to me, and that's a union. Okay. That's when two people become
that's what
one.
I want to say. A
You
union.
know, is attraction important to you?
Definitely is.
Yeah, attraction is very important to me. We're gonna go with the boy right here first.
I know attraction important to you. The youth, that's what they look. That's what they see first.
Exactly. Like, I mean, I gotta see it to know I like it. I mean, that's the first thing I see is a person's appearance. So I mean, yeah, attraction is important.
Yeah. Somebody asked you, my sister asked you, did you have a girlfriend?
I have a wife.
Okay, so he has a wife. So we have somebody in here that's married. What about you, Azariah? What do you look for in, you know, as far as attraction? Is attraction important to you?
Yeah, I mean, the first thing I'm really looking for is basically
physical attraction, Patricia.
I'm saying physical. Yeah, physical.
Yeah, she has.
You know, you want to see, you want to make sure the person is clean. And I ain't talking just because they got on some clean clothes. I mean, a real clean, healthy mind is a first for me, because that's going to spread all through other areas of their life. So, yeah, of course we look for beauty. You want somebody to attract you to. That's one of the things that attract you. But it shouldn't be the soul thing, because see, it's that inner attraction that's really pulling you, regardless of how she looks. Mm-hmm. So, what is it? Oh, okay, he's adding it. But yeah, attraction is important. Beauty is important.
Attraction is important, but it's not so much a physical attraction for me. It's the whole thing, the physical. How does she think? Because some of these women are beautiful, but inside, you know, they don't have a beautiful mind. And so it's kind of like, you like the Mercedes-Benz, but what would the Mercedes-Benz be without a motor? What would a Mercedes-Benz be worth without a motor? And so just having an attractive body and not having an attractive mind is, and so I think it's a mixture of both. I think it's how a woman thinks, because how you think determines how you act and how you respond to situations. And yeah, physical attraction is very important, because, you know, I'm a one-woman guy. I want to go the distance with somebody, so I don't want to be self-doubt. I don't want to be doubting myself, saying, man, she look good over there. She look good. I want to come home to somebody who I think is the most beautiful woman on earth. But that doesn't necessarily mean she got to be the most physically attractive woman on earth.
Yeah,
it's body, mind, and soul. How is her spirit? Is she a giver or a taker? Is she one of those women that loves to give back, loves to encourage people? You know, what I've been seeing a lot on Facebook is, you know, women, they're attractive, but everything come out their mouth is negative. They always talking down on another sister. They always, you know, in a negative mind frame. And so to me, that adds or subtracts from the physical attraction. If you're a negative person, if you're a negative woman, I don't care how big your butt is. I don't care how big your breast is. I don't care, you know, if you're light, dark skin, all that stuff doesn't matter, because that negative energy that you get, it takes away from the physical attraction.
I think that one of the most dominant attraction features for me now is seeing a woman that has children, that takes time and has pride in her children. See, for me, that is a big attraction. Yeah. Because if she can love her own, then she can love you. So that's what I kind of look for. Someone that truly loves themselves, love their children, love them family. Off the top, that lets you know that she truly can love you.
Yeah, if she can't love herself, she can't love you.
Well, if she into it with her sisters, and you know it's a separation between her and her children and all this.
You're right, Chris.
What makes you think you gonna get in a relationship with her and she gonna love you?
Right.
It ain't finna happen. So that's why I say you have to, because I know I love my children and I love my family. So that's why I say I'm gonna try to see myself in that person. I mean these aspects. Because if she can't get along with them, children, family members, what makes you think she's going to get along with you? What makes you so special?
Right.
That you're going to change these universal laws that are in place.
Just here to support my cousin. Hey, DQ, I'm out. This conversation has nothing to do with me.
That's right, Chris.
You got to understand. Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and a lot of times, you know, when we're looking at, you know, or approaching a relationship, if a woman didn't, and that's just as speaking for men, if a woman didn't have that fatherly love, sometimes that has to be developed. And so she don't express herself like a woman, or she don't behave like a woman who's been loved and, you know, all her life by a man. She's been taught that, you know, she's worthy of love. And so you see it a lot in our communities with the absence of fathers. Women don't know how to, you know, love themselves. They don't know how to love themselves. And so, you know, we can bring that out of them with, you know.
Patricia said she wanted to hear the married man's perspective.
DQ, I don't know. You know, when you're married, you kind of, there's a lot of stuff that you can't really talk about. DQ, they want to hear from the married man.
They want to hear your perspective.
Yeah, well, what made me marry my wife is, I don't know, I just felt like she was the one for me. I didn't feel that way from day one, but over time, I just felt like she was we was perfect for each other. We had each other's best interests, and you know, we had goals that we wanted to accomplish, and we worked good together. So I just felt like she was the best one for me, and she is the best person for me. So that's why I chose her as my wife.
And nothing's more. I think even in scripture it says something about who finds a wife finds a good thing. So I think that should be the goal for all men, to look for that one woman who can complete them, they can live the rest of their life with. I think people don't we love our kids, and you know, we should love our kids, we should love our mother, we should love our partners, our brothers. But why is it so hard for us to love our wives or our girlfriends, our baby mamas? I think the relationship between the mother and the son isn't as important between the relationship between a man and his wife, you know. So I think, you know, we have to, I think, work extremely hard, and so at that relationship, I'm
gonna tell you what we, especially as the black community, suffers from when it comes to this, because of most of us are born in single parent homes. You have a daughter looking for a father and her mate. You might have a son looking in his mate for a mother. Now, there's something wrong with this, and then at the same time, there's nothing. It's nothing wrong because they know better. But what the problem is, we haven't taken time to really understand relationships and try to teach one another what it is we should look for in the in our helpmate or, you know, our spouse or whatever it is. So a lot of times we run into problems when you have a female looking for her father and her husband or her boyfriend. Because these are two different roles, and then one of the roles should have been played out when this child was young, and vice versa. You have guys, and I'm sure they didn't heard it before. I ain't never heard it because I wasn't doing that, where they even made a move, what they call it, baby's boy. Baby boy. But you understand, yeah, it was a baby boy, whatever it was. But you understand where this guy feels that his girlfriend should be kind of taking care of him like maybe his mother should have done when he was young. So once we understand that and we can identify the roles of what a girlfriend should be and what a boyfriend should be, then I think the relationship can get better. Then we really can define what it is we need to look for. Because if you're coming from, not all of these broken homes, but if you're coming from one of these dysfunctional single parent homes, you probably are looking for qualities that you missed as a child in your regular home. You looking for that in a female. Or she's looking for that in a male. And that can throw the relationship off dramatically, because now you have a boyfriend trying to play father. Then you have him, he starts to act out the father role. He starts to talk to you like you his child. And you start saying that, well, I'm not your child, don't talk to me like that. But in actuality, the whole formulation of the relationship has been built upon you looking for a father in your man, and him looking for a mother in his woman. The only way you should be a father or a mother in a relationship is that you come together and you procreate and have a child.
Right.
So we have to understand that as well, is why our relationships fail.
Go ahead. I think the key to anything is knowledge of self.
That's true.
I can't be loyal to a woman if I'm not loyal to myself. Before I find a wife, I have to find myself. And that's why, young kids can't sustain relationships, or immature people can't sustain relationships. A man has to find himself before he can find the queen. If you're still following the crowd, you haven't found yourself. If you're still trying to keep up with what you see your partners doing, then you're not thinking for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're following the crowd, and you're not being true to yourself. I've been paying attention to the kids going back to school in Birmingham. 90% of the kids got on Jordans. 90% of the kids, they come from different homes, different communities, but not because they're following each other. Jordans is just popular. And so you have grown men that still act like kids. They get excited about Jordan. If you haven't found yourself and you're not true to yourself, how can you be true to a woman? See, when I'm true to myself, that means nothing is more important to me. What you got going on, what you eat don't make me shit. You know what I'm saying? What Billy and them doing, just because all my other partners going out, hanging out, and mistreating their wives or whatever. If I haven't found myself, that means I'm still be trying to fit in with them and do what they see doing.
Chris said, does age matter?
Age, it absolutely matters, but it matters in the sense to where if you've evolved.
Right.
If you've evolved, it's gonna come a time where you realize, hey, all this other stuff, it don't matter. Only thing that matters is taking care of my wife and family. So if you see brothers out there or sisters out there that putting all that material stuff before their relationships, and they putting value on clothes and going out and partying and being seen, social media, Facebook, whatever, they scared to take a picture with their wife or their significant other, but they'll take a picture with all their partners. We won't take pictures with our kids, but we'll take pictures throwing up gang signs. We haven't found ourselves yet. We haven't found ourselves. That's exactly what it is. So I think a person that haven't found himself is the worst place you can be is in a relationship with another human being. This is the worst place you can be is in a relationship with another human being if you haven't found yourself yet. Because when you're in a relationship, you're supposed to give up everything for that other person. And it's vice versa. It works both ways. I don't want my wife putting weave or going out before me. I ain't ate, she ain't cooked no dinner, but she out at the Platinum. You know, so you have to really be committed to each other. And sustaining a relationship takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work, work that people might not be willing to put in. And so you have to put in the work. If nothing that's that beautiful comes easy. So you have to work at it.
A lot of times I'm saying we because I'm just speaking to everybody. A lot of times we take advantage of the relationship. We take for granted the little things that it takes to help sustain a relationship. And I'm gonna preach this to Kingdom Come. We still have to go back and see who it is defining the rules and the regulations of our relationship. And really, it should be coming from within the home, between the agreement of the two people that are in the relationship.
Social media.
Not social media, not the media, or not a TV show. See, a lot of us grew up watching TV shows, and we looked and seen how George Jefferson did with his wife.
The Cosby, Al Bundy.
So we looked at these and said, oh, these are role models, and this is how we should live. Mm-hmm. And that's wrong, because that's a TV show.
Yes, Aquanetta said, do you think social media has ruined the value? Absolutely.
Of course.
In people who haven't found themselves. You're absolutely right, Ms. Walker. Social media is ruining the value of relationships, because people are basing their relationship off what they read or see on social media. If they see people doing this, or this is how they're interacting, then, and you know what the biggest thing is, social media, what it does is, you remember back in the day when we didn't have social media and we used to talk on the phone or actually date? Now social media is like dating. Yeah. I like a few of your pictures. And you like a few of my pictures. That's a date now in 2018. And then when we actually hook up, we just have sex. Yeah. And that's how it's going. If she likes my picture, she must like me. If she loves my picture, she must love me. So ain't no meeting at the movies or meeting at the skating rink like we used to do. It's, we meet on social media. We send a friend request out. She accept. We straight in the inbox. The inbox is like the date. That's the private room. Yeah. And so we never, being around a person or, following a person on social media is not the same thing as seeing a person at Walmart, calling her, getting to know her and stuff. And, it's really like, it takes away from the chemistry. It takes away from, because a lot of times we're fooled by what we see on Facebook. A lot of times I see
some female tell me it's an illusion.
It's an illusion. It's almost a facade. It's almost a facade. You can actually see people every day on Facebook, communicate with them every day, and then when you see them in person, they look totally different. They act totally different. You will never believe that this is the person that you've been interacting with, corresponding with on social media. So I think social media...
Well, that's why they have filters. That's why you can edit, and if something don't look good to you, you keep editing it till it look good, and then they post it out there on social media. So, pretty much like you said, man, you're gonna get the best of whatever the best is to that individual on there and with their social media until you actually get to see them in person. Yeah.
Well, I think a lot of people, with their insecurity problems, they are more comfortable dealing with social media because it's like he said, they don't actually have to meet you in flesh and blood. It's kind of like a cyber relationship, and a lot of people are comfortable with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
You like my pictures? Oh, he likes me, like you said. Or you don't like my pictures, so I don't like you. I don't like your pictures anymore. I guess you break up. You break up when they unfriend you or they block you.
We have probably a couple of more minutes. Before we close, we would like everybody to come visit us at Adamson West. We're at 506 Bessemer Superhighway,
Midfield, Alabama.
These are the 4 sales consultants that you're going to probably see every time you enter the door. They're very family friendly. We love people. We love to interact with people when they're coming to inquire about a car. We're going to be honest with you. We're going to do everything we can to put you in the vehicle of your choice. So please, 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 if you're looking to purchase a vehicle, please come holler at us at Adamson West, 506 Bessemer Superhighway. We're going to have these conversations every day, Monday through even Saturday sometimes. If you would like to come and have a conversation with us, inbox us. If you have a suggestion of what the conversation should be like, or what the conversation should be, please feel free to comment or inbox us. We thank you all for tuning in this morning. We thank you so much. We couldn't do this without you, so thank you so much. Thank you. We're going to play a little music.
Thanks y'all for watching.
Yeah, we feel free to comment or inbox. Let me get up there. Yeah. I don't want that.
You don't want that?
It's amazing what 365 days can do for you. This time last year, nigga, that was like talking about cutting budgets and shit. I dropped the biggest record of my